Hello and thank you for clicking on the video. My name's Georgia and I'm an endurance athlete coach, but this channel specifically is about me and following my journey to reach the goals I set myself. So there's been some changes, things have happened, things have been mixing it up. I think my last video was pre-operation. We'll talk about all that afterwards. This week is test week and I thought actually, why not vlog? So happy Shrove Tuesday, everybody. Yeah, let's get back to this morning to my first ever FTP test, which is a bike test, and no, I don't know what it stands for, and the trials and tribulations that came with in itself. Okay, I've procrastinated enough. Well, I haven't really, I've been setting this situation up. Oh, it's test day on a bike. Not okay. This is really going to hurt, and I apologise to my neighbour now because I think it's going to be a drum and bass morning, which is not me at all, but I need some motivation for this. So let's see how this goes. Cycling, really? Already come across the first problem. Seems to be slowing down like halfway around the loopy thing before I've even started, so it's not me. So I've just cleaned it and hopefully that'll work, but yeah, this is not helping. Okay, I'm sweating. Tools are out, everything, and it's still sticking. So I don't really know what to do. Maybe you'll be able to hear it. Do I just admit defeat and think that's just going to make this harder? No. Abandon ship. It's not pushing round smoothly. And I thought, fine, I'll just make this harder for myself and just get it done. I'm fully prepared. The dog is out for a walk, like I'm ready, I'm in. And all I can smell is burning rubber, which is not an indication of how fast I'm going, I'm pretty convinced. So, time to turn myself into some kind of bike powertrain and mechanic thing. Ugh, just don't need this. So as you can see, this is obviously that burning rubber smell. And it's splattered everywhere. So my best guess is that it needs a new tyre on the bike. And that's what's been, it's kind of sticking, maybe. Oh. Yay! So we're on the bike. I'm already exhausted and it's the warm up. I'm so not looking forward to this, but we can do it and it's fine. We'll see. It's kind of... That is the you can't actually see how sweaty I am. Well, I did it on the cool down now, but yeah, actually just locking in 5 minutes at a time. I kind of changed my position on each 5 minutes, which made it a lot easier because I was just waiting for that 5 minutes to be done. Went way higher than my kind of range that had been set, so I don't know what the feedback of that is, but it said go hard, so if I'm going hard, I'm going hard. I didn't want to stay in the range and not be higher if I can do that for a sustained period of time. So we'll see what the feedback is on that one, but really glad I've got that done. The dog did come home. She's destroyed all signs of things. Yay. 2.5 minutes to go. Hello. So that was a fun bike session. Anyway, it's Tuesday evening and I thought I'd have a little catch up. So the end of the last video, if you haven't seen it, I'll mooch back, was the week before my operation, which has now been done. I'm now 2.5 weeks post-op, so evidently not much to film and catch up on from a training point of view because, excuse me, I haven't been doing any. And it hit me quite hard actually. It hit me harder than I was expecting. Never recovered from anaesthetic that way. I felt horrific. And I've had generals before and not felt that bad. And the whole experience was mentally a little bit brilliant. But we're back. And I have a triathlon coach. Yeah. So basically, with running my coaching business, starting a startup. Is that a thing? Starting a startup? Anyway, starting a startup, managing the house, working full time, and structuring and completing my training. I just went, fell off the edge. When you're so busy, I find that I literally meticulously plan everything. There's always 700 million thoughts going through my head at the time anyway. But yeah, and eventually it just stops. And that's what happened. So I looked into business mentorship because that's what I have no idea about. And yeah, I can't afford £500 a month right now. So the next option, bar getting rid of the dog, the house, or quitting my job, was to get a triathlon coach. Now, up until now, me and Dave have dealt with all of my coaching. He coached me all the way through my bodybuilding. He's a powerlifter himself. I can coach my running. Neither of us have ever coached triathlon. And actually, I was just coming up with excuses. So each time I was tired, or not because I wasn't locked in, because I wasn't feeling very motivated, because I knew the operation was coming up and that was going to interfere, and it felt like I was being inconsistent. I was getting down. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I thought, right, just do the investment. Yes, they're still expensive, but I'm going to give this a good go. And if I'm going to give it a good go, I might as well go all in. So that's what I've done, which is great, and already instantly felt like the weight of the world is off my shoulders, because the problem was every time I was missing a session, I couldn't decide which sessions to miss, or if I was missing the right sessions, or all of that stuff. I just don't know. I don't know what the numbers mean on a bike. I have no idea. I know kilometres an hour, and I can work out how fast I want to be going for individual races, but I don't know anything else at all. Swimming, but I know how to stay afloat and not drown. So I've been training with him now for a week. So obviously 1 week post-op, I was doing absolutely nothing. And then the following week, very, very, very easy stuff. Probably the following week and a half, actually, to be honest. And then this week is a test week, which sounds very professional, because it is, which was this morning's bike ride. So the results from that, Chris can now use to schedule my other training sessions. And tomorrow morning, or tomorrow at some point, whatever day it is, I've got the swim equivalent to do that, so that he can, not me, I don't have to do it, yay, schedule my swim sessions. And so far, I finally, especially after this weekend, we've been away this weekend, I worked on Saturday, I finished work, we'd been up since 5, I finished work, I went for a run when I got back, and then on the Sunday I got up and went for a 2-hour bike. I actually packed my bike, took it with me, because the weather was supposed to be wonderful, and I really didn't fancy getting back Sunday evening and having to do a 2-hour indoor bike ride. So I went and did that Sunday morning, and finally felt like I'm making some kind of headway with consistency. So that's great, and I'm really pleased. I tried the gym today, failed miserably, and actually my abdomen started hurting. I don't know if it was just positional or what, but yeah, that's a no-go. So I just potted about and then walked on the treadmill and sat on the rower, and then came home again and walked the dog. So yeah, so that's the update. We have a coach now. Feeling a lot happier, feeling like we're getting much better consistency-wise. I mean, it's literally been 4 sessions, who am I kidding? But it's fine. So I've decided I'll bring you along. Then the following week, I have my first ever multi-sport event. So I'll vlog that too. Good morning. So yeah, a bit of a fail. I got new microphones, which I've been testing out, and clearly failed miserably on them working at this particular point of the video, which is very annoying. But basically, good morning, happy Wednesday. I had some wetsuits sent to me by my cousin to try on, because apparently not all wetsuits are created equal, which I suppose makes sense. I just didn't really think about it. And the wetsuit I'm wearing, it was one that I bought, I think it was like 20 quid in a car boot many moons ago. And it's great, works perfect for what I do at the minute, but probably not for kind of actually going faster than just pottering about. So I'm going to try them on. So I can only assume that the boys decided to decorate the box for me. Either that or my cousin is having a meltdown and somebody should probably send for help. Okay, so first things first, these feel so light in compared to mine. So yeah, I don't know what they are. I don't know. But this looks tiny. Not sure I'm going to get in this, but we'll give it a go. And this one as well also looks super tiny. This feels a little bit heavier. So I don't know which one's which. She did say one of them was better than the other, but was a little bit broken, but it's been patched, which I think is this one because I just spotted a patch. So let's try them on. Okay, so with all the will in the world, I don't think this thing's going on. I don't know if you've noticed, I started this mic game. Let me know if it makes a difference to the sound quality. This is it says Wahoo here. Profile design, I don't know. It says Wahoo, that seems to be the make. But, I mean, if I get in this, I'm genuinely concerned I'm not going to get out and have to like emergency call my neighbour to come and surgically remove me. But, let's see. Oh wow, okay. I'm going to have to take this mic off. Oh my days, I mean, I know these things are tight, but, okay. I think I'm in. I don't think we're getting this on. Wow, and this one actually looks bigger than the other one. So, let's try the next one. So this one is a 2XU, and you really can't tell, but looks tiny. The width of that is the same width, like the length of my hand. A little bit more maybe. I've got it on, which is odd, but yeah, that fella's not going up. It ain't happening. Which is so weird because we're such similar sizes. This doesn't feel terrible, if I'm honest. It could probably come up on the legs a bit more. But yeah, I think if the crotch was up, like actually up, it would probably go up, but I really don't want to call my neighbour to get me out of a wetsuit in the middle of the day. Okay, so yeah, that's really not easy to get into. Which is odd because we are the same height, same size generally. The only thing I can possibly think is I got boobs, but maybe I'm a bit musclier on the legs, which is weird because she's a cyclist, a mountain bike. She's good, she's strong. But I almost certainly have done a lot more work kind of building muscle in my legs and my upper, so I'm probably a bit of a different shape, which is annoying. But I'm going to keep them because I probably am inevitably, despite my efforts of constantly eating and trying my hardest, I'm probably going to be losing more weight doing this amount of endurance training and stuff. So I'm probably going to burn a lot more energy. Sorry, I've just realised. If I put that swimming costume in there. Oh, brilliant. I've been looking for this costume and for some reason it came into my head just then to find it. So yes, winning at life. Yay. So I will keep them in case I fit into them afterwards and just leave that as maybe the last thing I can buy. And we'll see. And I've just been and checked the RAC, which is between 12.50 and 2.50, which is highly irritating. Basically the time that I was going to go for a swim. But in the meantime, I'll take the dog for a walk and hopefully get this car sorted because I need it sorted because I'm going to work tomorrow. Yay! Didn't want much hair anyway. You tired yourself out? So the RAC time has changed. All opens at 12. It's 11:30 now. Do I take the risk? This will be only an hour session. I can't take the risk. I don't have a car. No. 4 hours later, with multiple appointment time changes, backs and forths, new additional problems. We have a temporary fixed tyre, we have a temporary fixed battery, and for some bizarre reason the sunroof opened, so therefore I had to go to the garage anyway, and just spent the last an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours there trying to get the sunroof to close again, and we are home. And the battery is charging, so that's good. So now, let's go and get the swim done. Right, here goes nothing. Do you know what is nice actually? Is that it's daylight. So arriving to work and it's daylight, which is quite nice. And hopefully going home won't be in the dark either. So I did my swim yesterday eventually, and it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I anticipated. I was expecting it to be horribly busy because it was after school time. Actually, really wasn't. So that's done. So yeah, we'll see what the numbers come out at from that, and get today done. So I'll see you on Friday. Happy Friday morning. I woke up this morning absolutely exhausted. Forget how much working tires you out. So yeah, today might be interesting, but just drop the car off to the garage. He's going to have that all day, potter about, make sure everything's okay. We're just walking back. We'll get the first workout of the day done, which is a bike session. Okay, so we're on the bike. I literally got home, got changed, got straight on the bike because I thought, right, this needs doing because I'm knackered. But as you can hear, I'm out of breath and I've only done a 10-minute warm-up so far. So that's fun. So I stopped my watch to grab something and forgot to start it. Yeah. That sounds wild. That's that done. I come in an hour for that. Good morning. And it's a beautiful morning. And I last minute decided to go and join the Tri Club for their run, for their ride, because I've got a 2-hour ride this morning. And they were all doing this like curl road challenge or something. So I've just rode out with them for the first kind of half an hour, 45 minutes. Plus the ride from my house to them. And yeah, lessons have been learned riding with a huge group. I say huge, probably not even huge compared to what some people do, but it's a lot of people. Just gonna have a bit of, and probably went a lot harder than I needed to because it's supposed to be an easy ride. So yeah, I'm gonna take it very easy back. I've done 52 minutes, and I think in the pace that I'm gonna go back, it will be a lot slower than when I'm surrounded by people. So yeah, I'm gonna take a slow journey home.
Bang bang, I'll find for a friend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, I'll find for.
So, fast forward from this morning to now. I finished the ride. Somehow got back quicker. I have no idea. Cycling just confuses me. No idea how I got back faster. Anyway, I still did the 2 hours, as you will see here. I'll try and put it here. And then actually got back, seem to have a hyper fix on chips right now. So I had chips for breakfast because I did that entire ride on one crumpet because it was kind of a last minute decision. Do not advise, don't do it, bad idea. Although I didn't feel terrible. But yeah, I had a big plate of chips and some scrambled egg for breakfast at about 10:30, which was really nice, not gonna lie. Yeah, got some washing done, normal Sunday stuff, and then me and the dog and the neighbour actually went to the beach for the afternoon, which was lovely because it was such a nice day. So even though my plan was to sit on the sofa all day, I knew I'd just feel guilty for not resting, actually. So yeah, it was really nice. We went there. It's okay. Anyway, yeah, so spent the afternoon, probably a good 2-3 hours actually. Just took the dog on the beach, had a lovely run around, got back, still had a 20-minute run to do, so I did get that done as well. Put that here. 20 minutes feels like a faff. Feels like it takes more effort to get ready and washed afterwards than it does to actually run. But it was done. And the rest of the evening will be spent right here. Right here. So yeah, it's been really good. I feel really good this week. It's been a really consistent couple of weeks, actually, and having the coach has made such a difference. So yeah, really happy. Test week is done. I'm exhausted. Going back to work and test week in the same week is probably a lot. But I'll put some numbers here to see how much I've done, and we'll kind of keep an eye on it, I guess. Next weekend, I have my first multi-sport event, which is actually the Carlisle Duathlon. And Nana Pat's coming down from Scotland, and obviously I'm driving up. And yeah, so I will vlog that. If you've got this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next weekend.